What's up, you guys? My name is Michael Tandarich and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about whether or not you should be boosting Facebook posts. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I run a marketing agency called the Tandarich Group, and we specifically focus on social media marketing, digital ads, email marketing, and website design. So I get the question a lot of whether or not we should boost Facebook posts. And here's the deal. Boosting a Facebook post 98% of the time is a bad idea. There's a small 2% as to why it is a good idea to be boosting a Facebook post, and I'll go over why I think it is, but majority of the time it is a bad idea to be boosting a Facebook post. So let's go over why this is a bad idea for most people to be boosting a Facebook post. First, Facebook is a business, and it's very much pay to play. And what that means is a lot of times when you put content out on your Facebook page, you're only reaching a certain small percentage of people that are following your Facebook page because of the algorithm, and because if not, people that would follow you, their entire newsfeed would just be blown up with things. And because it's pay to play, well, that means you have to pay to play. So if you want to see results, if you want to see really good engagement, if you want to see people clicking to your website, if you want to see those kind of things, then you're going to have to start putting money into your Facebook ad strategy. Again, Facebook is a business, so this is actually a really good strategy for them. It makes it harder for us, but it's a good strategy for them. So according to Investatopia, in 2017, Facebook made approximately $40 billion in revenue. And about 90% of that came from just digital advertisements. So that means whenever someone set up an ad via the ad manager or via boosting a post on their page, Facebook would get money for that. Now, obviously, you wouldn't be here if you didn't know this, but Facebook basically gives you access to their entire database of users based on parameters that you set in your ad. So because of that, that's actually one of the reasons that it's a really bad idea to be boosting a Facebook post. Now, I'm not going to be going into details or showing you like screenshots or anything like that. If you want to learn how to be setting up Facebook ads or boost Facebook posts, there's like 100 other videos on YouTube and other channels that you can watch that will go into more detail about how to do that. This is more just an overall reasoning why you shouldn't be boosting your Facebook posts. So when you go to boost your Facebook posts, they only give you a very limited amount of options that you can be going and targeting with. And so that automatically ties your hands behind your back as to how many people that you can actually be targeting with your Facebook post. With that too, I actually really don't like the idea of boosting a Facebook post because it almost preys on the people that don't really understand Facebook ads and the ad manager by just putting out this giant boost post blue button at the bottom of each post, and it just draws your eyes in and go, oh, I can boost this post and it would reach more people. Now, whenever you're doing something on Facebook, it should be for a specific reason, i.e. to make money off of whatever you're putting out there. So that means hitting that big blue boost post button most of the time isn't going to be getting you any kind of money. And the reasoning is in the more detailed ad manager that is a little more difficult to find, that's a little more difficult to access instead of just hitting a big blue button, it allows you to break down who you want to be targeting, on what devices they're on, at what time of the day, and test out multiple different images and test out what type of devices and break out exactly the testing that you want to do to get an ROI off of that campaign. When you boost a post, you're essentially just taking that post that you put onto your Facebook page and telling Facebook, hey, show this to more people. And you might get lucky in the aspect of they might click on the link that's in your post, but you're really only showing them one post to a certain set of people. By doing that, you're really pigeonholing yourself into an area of only testing really one section. So let me give you an example. If I was to put 5 colors in front of you, a blue one, a orange, a yellow, a red, and a purple one, and I said, click on just one of those images that has a color that you like, and you clicked on the purple one. Well, if I boost a post, and I boost that post, and I think, oh, you're gonna end up clicking on the orange one, and then I put the orange one out there, and you're like, oh wait, I liked purple instead of orange. I had no idea knowing that, and I just presented you with the orange option. Instead, if I was to set up ads in the ad manager with all 5, I could test to see which colored option had the best results. And then not only that, I can get even more detailed in the ad manager. I could take those 5 colors and present them to people that live in Texas that have an iPhone that like dogs. And then I can also present those 5 colors to people that live in Florida that have an Android device that like alligators. And I can test those 2 categories, and then I can test each one of those images within those categories. See, with boosting a post, you're just taking that one image that you put on your timeline and you're just showing it to a certain group of people and hoping that it clicks. So because of that, you're very much limiting yourself to that specific post and that specific category that you're targeting. Another reason that goes along with this why you shouldn't be boosting posts is a lot of times boosting posts is used to increase the engagement on that post or increase the likes or increase the comments. When you really think about it, increasing likes, increasing engagement, increasing comments is very arbitrary. It's not anything like that we can live off of. If I was to go build a business, I can't pay my employees and pay my mortgage and pay my electric bill and pay my food bill in likes and comments and engagements on a post. I can only pay all those things off if I'm bringing in money. And that's why we should be running Facebook ads, is to be building money. Along with that, if I am boosting my posts to increase my likes, increase my engagement, increase my comments, it's more of a vanity metric instead of actually trying to build up my business. And what I mean is, if I have 100,000 Facebook followers and I'm getting 2,000 likes on every single post, I don't own any of that. That's owned by Facebook. And that's not in my database, that's in their database. And it's all up to them as to whether or not my content, unpaid content, gets seen to them. And so if I put out a post today, maybe it gets shown to 10% of my followers. But if I put out a post in a month, they might have changed the algorithm and only gets shown to 2% of my followers. So what that means is, and this is getting into a bigger strategy, but I should be focusing on putting out content that my followers actually want to engage with, and also trying to build up my email list and only utilizing Facebook ads to build up my revenue of my business instead of vanity metrics that make me feel better, honestly, that I'm getting more likes and engagements on my comments. I know I said comments, but I meant posts, whatever. Overall, it's just a very bad idea to be boosting your Facebook posts, and it's really, from my perspective, just a money grab from Facebook, because if they make it an easy big blue button that you can click to set up a campaign, and then you feel like you're doing something and you're seeing these vanity metrics of likes and engagements and comments, and this is great and clearly people like my stuff, but in reality, it's not turning into revenue. And if it's not turning into revenue and it's not adding to your database, then you're really actually losing money. That being said, what is the 2% of boosting a Facebook post that is actually good, and when should you be boosting a Facebook post? Well, here's the deal. Because Facebook is pay to play, and you have 100,000 followers, say, on your account, if you want all 100,000 followers, or at least 80% of it, to actually see your post, then yeah, you should be boosting your post. Another scenario in which boosting a post is actually good is if you have a content piece that's already popping off and it's getting a lot of engagement, more than your average, then maybe you should be boosting that post a little bit and boosting it towards people that would be interested in your Facebook page. Because it's already getting high engagement, there's a good chance that people that don't know your page are going to want to engage with it. And then you can go and find everyone that's liked that post and invite them to like your page. So in a way, you're actually boosting your engagement and building up your followers instead of having to run a followers campaign. By doing that, you're also then, like I said, increasing your followers, which if the algorithm is at 2% or 5% of followers get to see your content, at least you're bumping up your number more, and that number gets to increase a little bit of who gets to see your content. That being said though, if you're a small or medium-sized business, or you're just starting out, or you have a business idea and you're just trying to get some Facebook ads so that more people see it, do not be boosting Facebook posts. The only people, in my opinion, that should be going and boosting posts are the larger companies that have a ton of money that can be dumping it into brand awareness and not worry so much about the return on investment from each specific dollar that you put into Facebook ads. The other question that I'm sure is running through your mind right now is, the other question I'm sure you're wondering right now too is, if it's very much pay to play on Facebook and not that many people see my content because of the algorithm, then why shouldn't I just be focusing on building my email database and then just emailing those people? And the answer to that is, majority of people still are utilizing social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn to interact and to go about their day and to burn off time and to learn things and to interact with other people. And just because the algorithm doesn't allow us to reach as many people, or because it is pay to play, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be utilizing that to capture people, to be bringing in revenue from that, to be building up our email database. We should be utilizing those things because that's where everyone's eyeballs are right now. And even though, like I said, there's a small percentage of people that see your content, especially if you aren't doing paid media, that's fine. It's still a percentage of the pie. It just might not be the entire pie. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think boosting a post is actually a good idea? If so, leave a comment below. And if you liked or got any value out of this video, please subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with more marketing and business and money related videos. And you can follow me on Instagram here. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.